where would Halloween be if I wasn't reviewing a game that can scare the piss out of a preschooler? Now, I gotta be honest for a minute. This particular game that I'm gonna be reviewing is part of a series I never got around to playing or reviewing. So maybe after this I'll kind of work my way backwards from this game to the first one. I'm talking about the Nintendo Wii version of Resident Evil 4. Here's my review. In Resident Evil 4, you're playing as Leon Kennedy, hired by the U.S. government to rescue Ashley Graham, the president's daughter. Now, she's been taken by some weird cult, and you're searching through a village located somewhere in Europe to find her and bring her back safely. Oh, and while you're at it, you gotta not get dead. Yeah. The village is swarming with some unfriendly villagers who aren't too happy to see you. Mind you, these aren't zombie villagers. These are humans controlled by parasites, so they're more on the ball than your usual run-of-the-mill undead. Upon research into this game, you'll meet up with other characters during the course of your mission. Now, I didn't get far enough into the game to find out if you play as these other characters or you just work cooperatively or what. When you do find Ashley, however, it's important to keep a sharp eye on her because when you're under attack, sometimes one of the villagers or some other evil chap will grab Ashley and very slowly walk off with her. Oh, shut up, bitch. I'm coming. You do have some control of Ashley. You can use the Wii remote to order her to stay put, hide somewhere, or follow you. Yeah, it's too bad I can't get her to do other things. Did I just say that out loud? Anywho, let's start talking about what I think about this game. Yeah, that's a good idea. Seriously, there's a lot to be said for Resident Evil 4. It doesn't really scare the socks off of me, but it is quite scary nonetheless. When it comes to the graphics, you're talking about detail as sharp as they come. You're traversing through grass, water, mud, dirt, all sorts of terrain. But don't worry, you'll be indoors at times too. The cabins remind me of the Evil Dead movies, and sometimes I think that it would be cool if Bruce Campbell popped up in this game and started talking about his boomstick. That kind of came out wrong, didn't it? Sorry, Bruce. Well, let's not forget the glorious FMV cutscenes. Now, while I'm a firm believer that cutscenes do not make a perfect game, we got all the makings of a horror film here. The ambiance is there, the camera angles, you name it, it is here, boys and girls. And ambiance brings us to sound. There's more spooky droning sounds than music, which, it's good. Helps to keep your pants nice and moist, full of your own urine, doesn't it? There is music in the game, don't you worry. There's enough tunes to keep your adrenaline pumping as you're filling those bad guys full of lead. The FX pack the right amount of punch, different weapon, different sound. You may not understand what your enemies are saying when they spot you and are calling their friends over to beat the crap out of you, but it doesn't sound too promising when they're packing their own weapons. So once you hear them speaking in their own language, open fire. Voice acting is actually done very well in this game. If you're a voice actor aficionado, you may recognize Reno Romano here.
I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics, too.
How rude.
Now, this is an M-rated game, kiddies, so you're going to hear some naughty words every once in a while. So if you're a parent, don't let your 6-year-old play this. Got that? Let's talk about control. Since this is the Wii edition of Resident Evil 4, you're controlling Leon with a remote and nunchuck. However, you do have the option to use a GameCube controller if you have one laying around. Now, I've tried the GameCube controller, and there is a difference in how you run, aim, shoot, and so on. If you really want better aim of your weapons, use the Wii remote, folks. It's a lot easier. Sometimes. When you have to shake the remote like crazy to break out of someone's grip on you or outrun some giant boulder or whatever, you'll get quite a workout. Hey, it'd be nice to go into work one day and say, hey, guess what? I lost 7 pounds on the Resident Evil 4 plan. Now, even though you can upgrade your arsenal by dropping by and seeing the merchant here, when you run out of ammo and you're down to your trusty knife, that's where the real challenge of this game starts to kick in. The villagers will become more difficult to defeat, especially when the parasite pops out of their head. Just keep your wits about you and try not to use all your ammo on one bad guy, and you should be fine. Resident Evil 4 definitely comes loaded with great stuff, and how many games actually let you shoot the merchant? That's what I think of your prices, stranger. As far as what I think about this game, keep it. And happy Halloween, you murderer.